It's not something that you would wish to experience, but hitting an animal happens to most drivers in their lives. So in this video, we're going to look at this in a little more detail. This video, as usual, is inspired by my viewers, so please do keep on sending in these clips in a normal way. What people often do is upload their clip to Google Drive or something similar and then send me a sharing link. This first clip that we're going to look at is where one of my viewers encounters a couple of pheasants within a short space of time. So here is our first pheasant, which unfortunately didn't make it. But what I'd like to point out is the importance of knowing who's behind before you decide to do any braking. Obviously, I've left out any of the gory bits, but unfortunately, my camera has another pheasant to deal with a little touch further. This one survives, thankfully. Even an animal as small as a pheasant can do significant damage to your car. I remember my sister many years ago hit a pheasant and it smashed one of her headlights. But do you have to report hitting an animal to anyone? Let's have a look. Section 170 of the Road Traffic Act 1980 deals with the duty to report an accident and specifically states that a driver must stop when involved in an accident by which damage is caused to an animal other than an animal in or on that vehicle. It goes on to say that the driver must stop and, if required to do so, give his name and address to a relevant party. If, for whatever reason, this is not possible, i.e. the owner of the animal is not present, the accident must be reported to the police as soon as possible or within 24 hours. Under this piece of legalisation, animal refers to horse, cattle, ass, mule, sheep, pig, goat or dog. Accidents involving other animals such as deer, cats, badgers, foxes, rabbits and pheasants do not need to be reported as a road traffic collision. I'll be honest, I did not know all the information and the regulations on what to do if you were to hit a deer on the road. So I've done a little bit of digging and it might not be as simple as doing nothing. Deers in the UK are involved in thousands of accidents every year, and these do cause human injury and even fatalities. So what I would suggest if you ever hit a deer is call the police non-emergency number 101, and they should be able to give you some good advice on what to do in this situation. For the other non-reportable animals I've mentioned, I would suggest ringing the RSPCA. But if there's no danger to yourself, you can also take that injured animal to a local vet's. Now you don't have to worry, because if you do take an injured animal to the vet, you won't be responsible for any of the vet's fees. So what can we do as road users to lessen our risk in these situations? Let's have a little look at a few things. Always keep an eye out for wild animal warning signs and drive with caution. Always be aware that multiple animals could cross, even if that means domestic dogs. And then you've also got to look out for the owner. Try and use full beam headlights where you can so you can spot animals. But when they have been spotted, it's always a good idea to dip your headlights back down again, because as you'll see in this next clip, some animals freeze. Do not swerve without being in full control and totally aware of your surroundings. You don't want to hit an oncoming vehicle or end up in a ditch. Try to brake heavily and stop if there is no danger of being hit from behind. Try and anticipate the likelihood of animals running out, or in this scenario laying down, from the area that you are driving through. A fair few of these clips were recorded in New Forest. And as you can see, some unexpected things can happen. This made me chuckle, this clip. But animals can actually be a problem even in residential areas. Watch to the left now. This is one of the busiest roundabouts in Liverpool. Although it's night time, you can also see it's quite a built up area. Do you see foxes in the town where you live? If you have slowed for animals in your path, sometimes all you've got to do is wait and be patient. They won't hurry for anyone. My last point is to go back to what I said earlier on in the video. I alluded to the damage and significant damage that hitting an animal can cause to your vehicle. Many years ago, someone else in my family actually hit a deer and wrote his mum's Saab off, so the bills can be significant. But I'd also like you to think what it would be like hitting an animal or being hit by an animal if you were on two wheels. So try not to get yourself in that situation in the first place. Keep safe everyone, take care, see you soon.